we've been driving through this just gorgeous pine forest up here near Cloudcroft, making our way to fuel. We're getting really low. I've been looking at the mileage that we got to go, and it's going to be close. I think we'll make it. And you're wondering, well, wait a minute, don't you have 56 gallons? Well, me and the missus had a bit of miscommunication on the fill-up process. So when we stopped at the gas station in Carlsbad, I had to go inside to take care of some business. Well, she topped it off, and we didn't get it full. So I didn't realize that until, 100 miles ago? And so we're just trying to drive as conservatively as possible, not stopping to do as much filming as we would like to, but got to do what you got to do to get back to civilization. So we're going to hit hard roads here in just a second, air these tires up to just till they're ball bearings, make this thing roll easy, and see if we can make it. We gonna make it?
Yeah.
I think so. All right, well, we made it to Cloudcroft, got fuel, no problem. It was mostly downhill anyhow, so didn't burn as much as we thought we were going to. And now we're just sitting outside of Dave's Cafe, getting a little takeout order, getting us some good old-fashioned hamburgers. So now we're just waiting on Sarah to come out with our delectable goodness before we head back off into the wilderness. That looks delicious.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, especially when you haven't had like a real eat-out hamburger in a while. Let's get it in you. All right, we're back to the trail now. Time to air down because we were pretty doggone high for that drive in with low fuel. So our bellies are full, but I gotta be honest, it wasn't the best burger in the world. They kind of went a little crazy on the flame broiling, but still. It was an easy meal and got us back on the trail again. So yet again, another case of the locals blocking off 4 service roads. It's starting to hack me off just a bit. All right, well, we got past the blockage, found us another way in. Still a moment there where it felt like we were driving through someone's driveway. But now we're back up in these hills, and it's a cool little trail. Bigger trees than I expected. This is the west side, and so usually it's more scrub. But we're gonna take this trail and see if it connects with Highway 70, which begins to build upon another little plan for expanding the Enchanted Rockies trail. It's a mystery. Let's see if it's going to work out. It's going to be fun. All right, so while that trail wasn't epic by any shape of the imagination, it did connect back to the highway. So
That you had originally hoped it would.
that's we confirmed what we were looking for. So the trail continues to expand. Now, on to the next leg that I've been noodling over. You ready?
Sure.
On the road again. In the late 1870s, John J. Baxter, an unsuccessful California 49er, heard reports of gold discovery in the area. He followed in the footsteps of local Mexican prospectors to a shallow canyon east of the mountains, where he discovered a rich gold field. As with most gold discoveries, a mining camp of tents sprung up as eager fortune seekers poured into these New Mexico hills. Named after a nearby stream, White Oaks quickly grew during the 1880s and 90s, and what began as a tent city exploded to a population of 4,000 residents. It boasted 50 different businesses, including 2 hotels, 3 churches, a bank, an opera house, as well as the obligatory collection of saloons and brothels that accompany mining towns of the day. White Oak's future was snuffed out abruptly in the late 1890s when the railroad decided against building a line through the region as the town members attempted to charge a premium on right-of-way fees. At the same time, the gold mines were beginning to play out, and the boom was over almost as quickly as it had begun. What you see here are the remains of what was once the second largest city in New Mexico. Today, only a handful of residents live in the shadows of the beautiful buildings that have survived. The town of White Oaks is only a ghost of its former self, yet the proud structures seem to be waiting for their owners to return. As we continued our exploration north along what we had hoped was a new route for the Enchanted Rockies Trail, we peeled off the main forest road and began our ascent into the gold-laden hills. We were quickly met with our first set of washouts, which made for some interesting off-camera driving in places. As they say, the camera never does it justice, so you'll just have to imagine the pucker factor. It became apparent that these roads had seldom been used over the years by anything larger than a four-wheeler. Bypasses and offshoots from the official road system were prevalent, and it became hard to determine which road was the legal route, which meant we had to do a lot of backtracking to get it right. What we thought would be a quick route past a few gold mines was quickly turning into more than we had expected. Unfrequented trails mean few camping options, so we had no option but to push through, literally.
Alright, gentle back. Hard right. I'm sorry, hard left. Keep coming.
I've got to turn this one.
I know. Okay, now pull up straight. That should do it. Whoa! Alright, so the trail ahead was just too nasty, so we had to find a spot to turn around, and I didn't get to film all of it, but whew, it's a tight spot. Dang. I was all thumbs trying to tell her which way to steer to back up. Good job. Sorry, I was definitely off on that run. So many cool little mines and artifacts. This has been the most fun that we've had, technically speaking, the whole ride.
It's not that far down, is it?
Well, I don't know where it stops.
What is it?
You know, I am like a huge gold mining history buff. Like, I just love all of that, and to have some of that right here in New Mexico is just so cool. So awesome. I'm always looking on the ground like maybe someone left a nugget behind. All right, fork in the trail. Which way? Mama's favorite sound. It's me driving now. I do drive every now and then.
I guess. But only when I've had enough.
When Mama done.
When we should have picked a camp spot 2 hours ago.
Well, you know. Gotta get to the top of the mountain, babe.
No.
There's gold in them thar hills.
No.
Let's go see it.
It's just gonna be
Let's go
windy
find it.
up there. That's all.
This is tight. This is tight.
Camera doesn't do it justice though.
No, it doesn't.
It looks wide.
Oh, that's not bad. Tree's trying to take my cover.
People thought this was a great place to poop and pee.
Well, it's mine, Mom.
Take the toilet paper with you.
They thought no one would mind.
I get that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Stay here.
That's a deep hole down.
Dang. More people pooping in there.
What is he going to do?
Oh yeah. It's like, it always impresses me how someone just looked at the side of the mountain one day and said, I'm gonna start digging right there.
Yeah.
Two cool guys.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's the meal. Dang.
Is that a rock crusher?
Yeah. That's where they crush the ore up. Look at that thing. Alright y'all, now it's crunch time. The sun is set and we don't have camp yet, so we're just trying to find something decent that's off the main drag. Main drag being like the main pathway through this piece of the district. Found a couple of them, but they're just not what we're looking for yet. But we gotta stop soon because Mama's not paying attention.
Nope.
She's Mama's done. All right, let's find camp, y'all.
What is KI?
Back up just a smidge.
All right, guys, that was one heck of a day. I think we did about 120 miles of dirt. I think so. I gotta check the stats on that. But we're exhausted. So we got going at about 8 this morning, and it's about 9:30 now, and we're just now winding down. So we're gonna go to sleep. Just want to show you real quick some of the stuff that we have up here in the tent. We have the 12-volt fan here. We got Mama Bear's 12-volt fan over there. We've got the Light Force light strip up here that's also dimmable. Ooh. And then we've got this new thing from 230. This is their attic, and it's allowing us to put all our random stuff over Caroline's head, including our power pack that's running both of our fans. So that's the new setup up here in the tent. This is our This is our hot weather process. So, all right, let's go to sleep.
Well, good morning, guys. Welcome to the last day of this adventure. We're just in the middle of packing up camp, waking up from a good night's sleep, and Mama Bear's doing something kind of out of the ordinary. And Mama Bear's doing something kind of out of the ordinary right now. So, what's your task for the day?
I gotta clean out the kitchen.
Why's that?
Because I thought I was being smart because we had a can of spray sunscreen and I lost the little cap to it. So I was like, oh, I'll put it in the kitchen and it'll stay standing up like everything else that's in there. It didn't, so it sprayed everywhere. Like emptied the whole bottle. So
the whole inside of the turtleback smells like the beach. What are you doing?
I'm playing.
What you playing?
Glitter.
Huh?
Glitter.
Litter? Cleanup
Glitter.
time?
No, not glitter. Glitter.
Oh, it's hard to understand you now. You're missing so many teeth.
I like to play glitter.
Glitter. What is glitter?
So when my cheese like that, I do this. It is the glitter time and I turn it into a cheetah.
Very cool. So we had this really epic camp spot picked out last night right next to an old mine. And Sarah made the point, well, you know, it's been getting hot really fast. Do we really want to camp here in the open? And so wisely we backed off of that idea and came down here and found this nice sheltered camp. And as you can tell right now, if we were out there, we'd be getting blasted. We hardly even have a breeze in this little hide hole right here. Epic camps are really fun if the weather is perfect, but they can be absolutely brutal when the wind's crazy or the sun's beating down on you. So sometimes you have to sacrifice those views for a little bit of comfort. So now we can take our time, cook some bacon and some pancakes and get on the trail. But first, I gotta get this tent broken down because we're about to lose shade and it gets hot fast. So let's get this thing whipped into place.
That one's for Daddy.
Can you watch the water heater?
yeah.
You know what you do is that nobody else just sing.
Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Is yourself in the nose?
Yes. I'm back.
Well, that's pretty handy.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I gonna sit?
On the ground.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's ever going to come out now. Great. It's just like smearing that much. I'm sorry. I thought you said on the bottom.
You see it? Wow, sparkly.
Yeah.
Okay, So nature is calling, and I have a solution for you. It's one that we've been using for almost 2 years now. Before, we had used a 5-gallon bucket, trash bags, kitty litter inside, trying to dig holes, but sometimes you just can't dig that hole fast enough. So what we've been using is the Clean Waste Toilet. It's so easy to use. First, it folds up nice and compact. It's got a nice little handle, and it's lightweight. So you just flip the legs down like this, or flip the legs up, I guess is the right word. Set it down, and it's sturdy. It's not going anywhere. It's so nice. Then you flip it open, and then you're ready to go to the bathroom. Another cool feature that it has is that you can buy some bags to go with it. And so you open up the bag, lift up the seat, set the bag inside, lower the seat, and you're ready to go. When you're done, you just fold everything back up into a little Ziploc bag, close it, throw it away, and you're set. It's so nice. Also, if you don't want to use the bags, you can just dig a hole, but make sure that when you're done, you cover that hole back up. Okay, so this is a great solution, one that we've been using for a really long time, and it's super easy to use. My only beef with it is because it's so sturdy, it's hard to put the legs back. So you have these little tabs here that you kind of have to like pinch and maneuver and wiggle the legs to get them to fold down. More often than not, I get Kevin to do it for me because there's nothing worse than pinching your fingers, y'all. Nothing worse. So, see ya.
Alright guys, so one of the most popular questions we get asked is, what is that trash bag you're running? Well, this one right here is the Explorer Adventure Gear trash bag. We've been running this one for about 12 months now. It has been on this tire the whole time. It has seen a ton of sun, a ton of dust, a ton of rain, and it's held up exceptionally well, with one caveat, and that is the fact that the zippers, they just don't do well with the dusty environment, and you don't get any more dusty than behind this turtleback right here. So we're going to try another style bag that was sent to us by Northbound Expeditions. It's called the Garbage and Recycling Bag. It has a space for 2 bags, so if you're earth conscious like we all try to be, you can put your recyclables in one bag and your actual garbage in another bag. And it does not have any zippers on the main flap, which is a big plus because now this thing doesn't close anymore. So we're going to give that one a try. Not to knock this thing right here, it has been an exceptional improvement over the Trasharoo. The fabric is still intact, it is not ripping, it is not coming apart. It has never sagged off the back of the tire once. I love the little snaps inside that keep the bag in place, and you can go back and look at another episode just to kind of give you a walkthrough of its features. The little pouches on the outside have been huge. I keep my grease gun in here. I've got my high lift jack base in here as well, so I like the storage options for this. The zippers just couldn't handle the dusty environment, so we're going to go to something different for a bit and give you guys some more options to consider when you're outfitting your spare tire for storage or garbage. Let's get this thing off and put the new one on. Good job, big guy. Now I will say, when I first opened this bag, I was a bit perplexed with the different straps and stuff, but once I watched their video on YouTube, I was like, oh, that's such an ingenious idea. Now we're going to take these straps that are just sticking off the top, and we're going to pass them through these alligator clips. Crocodile clips for you folks down under. All right, there's that. Now we're just going to secure the bottom. Okay, now that's better. And then I'm just going to take the excess. All right, there we go. All right, so we've got a little storage flap up here, and we've got a drawstring to kind of cinch the whole thing up. We've got a nice long storage pouch here on the side with an adjustable cinch strap for that as well.
Down here, we've got a small little pocket. I could see tent stakes going in here for quick access. And then I'm going to be putting my grease gun down in this guy right here, just so that it can make its own mess and not have to worry about it. And then over here on the right side, you know, if you're walking the trail and you find a piece of trash, it's always nice to have a quick pocket just to throw stuff in. So really happy to see that on this one as well. Now overall, there is a big price difference between this bag and the one that we were running previously. So we're going to give this some run time, put it through its paces as well, and see if it's worth the extra Canadian dollar, because yes, this is made in Canada. So check out Northbound Expeditions' website. I think it's nbexpeditions.com. I'll correct that right here if it's not, and we'll report back to you guys how this thing holds up. Now you do need to keep in mind that this is not bear proof or raccoon proof or Carolina proof. So always put your trash in a hard-sided vehicle or IGBC rated receptacle or cooler, or this one might come and eat it. All right, let's go.
No.
You want to ride back there?
Yes. I'm ready. I can guard the trash.
And no zippers. That's what I like about it. Zippers and dust just don't work together.
Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Every day is a new beginning. Every day is a gift to hold up high. Everyone has a way to carry. Everyone has a soul, so let it shine. Don't worry about the clouds, 'cause when the skies come out, give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. I will scream from the highest mountain. I will love like there's nothing in my way. I believe in the heart inside me. I believe in the hope that conquers hate. Don't worry about the clouds, 'cause when the skies come out, give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Don't worry about the clouds, 'cause when the skies come out, give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times.
Even after 10 years of exploring New Mexico, she never fails to surprise us. From the dusty caliche roads of her desolate flatlands to the lush green and snow-capped mountains in the north, with mysterious white sands and black lava flows in between, the self-proclaimed moniker, Land of Enchantment, has rang true for us. Maybe it's her lonely and remote wilderness. Maybe it's her unique history of wild and untamed personalities. Or maybe it's the lifelong memories created with those you love while seeking out her mysteries. Either way, the adventures we've had in New Mexico will forever hold a special place in our hearts, as it did for those who came before us. Perhaps we're intrigued by her mystery. Or perhaps we're simply enchanted.